Welcome into a near freezing temperature night in Tampa as your Jesuit Tigers face the Freedom Patriots for the district championship here at Alumni Field. Thank you all for tuning in tonight to the Jesuit Tigers Sports Network. I am Colin Rivera. Tonight's matchup features two sides that have a combined 25 wins from the regular season and only 3 losses, but only one can be crowned district champions tonight. For the Freedom Patriots, starting 11, we'll start with number 1, Santiago Barrero, number 2, Devon Accord, number 3, Denai Bernard, number 7, Mauricio Delgado, number 10, Matthew Ramirez, number 11, Napo Neves, number 13, Blessing Bayanica, number 16, Diego Pino, number 19, Wesley Cunningham. Number 23, Jaden Lambert. And number 44, the goalie, Ali Fiad. As for your Jesuit Tigers, it's Hudson Pierce starting off in goal. The center back pairing will be Brock Edelman and Tice Wolf. For your left back, it will be Mason Culver here tonight. Then going into the midfield, it's going to be the classic pairing of Charlie Dowman and Luch DeGenova, followed by Jack Hannon and Noah Reese. Rounding out the top will be Philip Kane, Kenny Kane, and Jay Dayani. And folks, this will be a special district championship here tonight. The Freedom Patriots come in 6-0 on the season, playing on the road, scoring 34 goals, conceding 0. As for your Jesuit Tigers, they come in undefeated here at Alumni Field. 7 wins, 1 draw on the season, 48 goals scored, 11 conceded. Both teams coming off victories here to get to the district championship. Once again, it may be freezing here at Alumni Field, but it will for sure be a heated matchup here tonight. So referee takes a look at his watch. And we are officially away here for the District 9 championship in Class 5A between your Jesuit Tigers and the Freedom Patriots. Patriots in white tonight, the Tigers in blue. That's Jackson Hannon on the far side. Philip Kane. Early opportunity here for the Tigers. Collected there by Ali Fiad. Well, the Patriots coming in here undefeated 6-0 on the road this season. The combined record of the opponents that they played finished out with 21 wins, 55 losses, and 11 draws. This is Tice Wolf on the ball for the Tigers. Dowman. Early opportunity for the Tigers. And it's in the back of the net. It's going to be Kenny Kane. The Tigers pounce early here at Alumni Field to put themselves up 1-0 in the district championship. Kenny Kane getting his 12th goal of the season. Also has 12 assists in just 16 games. One of the players to watch out for here. It's the Freedom Patriots, once again, had not conceded a goal on the road this season. Concede in the opening 2 minutes of this district championship against the Tigers. There's DeGenova. One back by Ramirez. Possession one back there by Dowman. Dowman keeping the goalie on this there. Alumni Field on the line for the Patriots. It'll be a goal kick. When looking at both of these sides pregame, taking the notes, one thing I really wanted to write down was that when the Tigers are not in possession, they apply very much a high press that leaves a lot of teams struggling to get out of their own defensive third, and that was something the Patriots were going to have to watch out for here tonight. So this is an offside opportunity called against the Tigers. So if the Patriots want to have any kind of opportunities, they're going to have to try to build some counterattack opportunities. Now, for our Tiger viewing fan base, how do Freedom build up with their attacks? Watch their wingers on both sides of the field. So on the far side and the nearest side where this camera setup is, they like to play a lot of through balls on the ground to their wingers, especially number 7, Delgado, their leading goal scorer there on the Patriots. So that was Delgado who just lost the ball for the Patriots on that far side of the field. It'll remain in possession there for the Patriots. Delgado and Wesley Cunningham, number 19. Those are two guys you really want to watch in the attack. Delgado with 13 goals, 9 assists. Wesley Cunningham, 19 goals, 6 assists. Once again, they like to utilize the wingers on the outside, especially through balls on the ground. Tigers doing a nice job to clear it there. This is Kenny Kane on the far side of the field. Just running out of space there. It'll be a throw in for the Patriots. Patriots coming off a 2-0 victory over Braden River in the district semifinal. As for the Tigers beating Spoto 10-1 here at Alumni Field last week in the district semifinal to get to this championship. Already 1-0 here if you're just now tuning in. The Tigers pounced early in the opening minutes. It was Kenny Kane scoring his 12th goal of the season. This is him on the ball now. Once again, ball just rolling out of bounds, so it will be a Patriots throw in on the far side of the field. There's Kenny Kane on the ball. Kenny Kane trying to find a through ball there to Dayani. This is Philip Kane to Kenny Kane now. This is Kenny Kane looking to get a brace here in the opening minutes of this first half. Well collected there by the Patriots. Once again, the Jesuit Tigers lead 1-0 in this first half. Kenny Kane, the goal scorer for the Tigers. Here's Dayani. Just took an awkward bounce there off the turf, hitting his hand, so it will be a free kick here for Freedom. A couple other players to watch out for on the Patriots is number 11, Napo Neves. He's got 16 assists in just 16 games, as well as their goalkeeper, Ali Fiad. 15 appearances, only conceding 6 goals on the season, but obviously with Kenny Kane scoring, he'll have conceded his 7th goal on the season. Here are the Tigers in possession now. This is DeGenova. Brock Edelman in defense for the Tigers, winning back possession. Nicely done there from Edelman, and as it will be a throw in for the Tigers. So this is Jackson Hannon closest to our camera setup. Jackson Hannon has had a fantastic season, 16 assists for him in 16 games for the Tigers. He's certainly one to watch out for in terms of distributing the ball and finding those crosses into the final third for the Tigers. to create opportunities for Jay Dayani, Kenny Kane, and company. It's another offside call there against the Tigers, so this will be another free kick for the Patriots. With Alumni Field taking these kicks, you're expecting Freedom to kind of create set piece opportunities off of these free kicks. But Tigers are staying disciplined so far here in the opening minutes of this district championship. Alumni Field heading it there, risky chance here. That was Philip Kane, I believe, with the shot. Coming out nearly 35 yards out of his own goal there. Either way, it will be a Patriots throw in on the far side of the field. Tigers lead 1-0 thanks to Kenny Kane, excuse me. The opening 2 minutes of this district championship. This, I think, should be mainly a Patriots throw. Just needed to back up a little bit. Got too far ahead of himself there. There's Brock Edelman with the header. Played out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in for the Patriots. Once again, looking at some of the highlights for Freedom. When they're able to get counterattack opportunities and those one-on-one chances against opposing defenders, they like to play a through ball on the ground, especially to Napo Neves or Mauricio Delgado. Those are the two on the wingers' sides. Try to create opportunities for the Patriots. This Patriots side certainly can score goals. Once again, on the road, they scored 34 goals in the regular season. But obviously, the postseason can change. They didn't concede a goal during the regular season on the road. They've already conceded one here tonight to the Tigers. Kenny Kane putting Jesuit up 1-0 here in the district championship at Alumni Field. This is Noah Reese on the ball, playing it back to Tice Wolf. That was Mason Culver on the far side. Winning throw in there for the Tigers. Mason Culver does a very nice job here in terms of creating opportunities for the Tigers. Has a lot of upper strength to provide essentially a cross into that box, and he does exactly that. Well defended there by the Patriots. One back there by Culver. Low driven cross. It's to Kenny Kane. Kenny Kane, nice save there by Alumni Field. Remains 1-0 here at Alumni Field, but Kenny Kane coming very close to getting a brace here in the first half of this district championship. Linesman has the flag up, so this will be a offside call. Ultimately, center referee just ruling it for a goal kick as it went out of bounds. Remains 1-0 here at Alumni Field. Kenny Kane, the goal scorer for the Tigers, the opening minutes of this district championship. There's from one back there. Here's Ramirez. This is Delgado. Well defended there by Tice Wolf. Reese clearing it. Dayani trying to get that through ball to Kenny Kane. Dayani still on the ball now. Playing it back for Reese. That's from one back by the Patriots. Patriots trying to play a ball over the top. It's defended by Culver and Tice Wolf. This is now Philip Kane on the ball, passing it to Dowman on the far side. Here's Philip Kane. Through ball to Kenny Kane. Kenny Kane, nice touch, trying to keep it in bounds, still working. Kenny Kane still working. And ultimately going to be ruled a corner kick, the first of the night for the Tigers. While it was on the far side of the field, you can certainly see the intensity from both sides in these opening minutes of this district championship. You see what it means to both teams. Try to win this title. Cross delivered in by Dayani. It's Edelman with the header. Looking forward on the near post. Ultimately goes out of bounds for a goal kick. I'm certainly not used to being down in games this season. Last time they lost was on January 16th against Plant. They lost 2-1 at home. Here's Jax Hannon. Nice spin by DeGenova. Trying to find a through ball there to Dayani. Right now, the Patriots just trying to get it out of their own defensive third. Can only get it as far as Brock Edelman. Here's Dowman, the captain tonight for the Tigers, earning a free kick. Tigers may try to go quickly here. Freedom doing a nice job there of just really blocking any kind of quick pass that the Tigers wanted to pounce on there. But here is Hannon now. Low-driven cross in. That's DeGenova! And he gets the second goal of the evening for the Tigers. His fifth goal of the season and Jax Hannon's 17th assist. He is the team leader in assists this season, putting the Tigers up 2-0. Your Jesuit Tigers lead 2-0 here. The district championship at Alumni Field. Kenny Kane opening up the scoring for the Tigers, and Luch DeGenova just now bearing the second goal. For the next few minutes here for the Freedom Patriots, who had not conceded on the road all season long. Playing the Jesuit Tigers at Alumni Field is a whole different challenge. It's the Patriots now down 2-0. Thanks to Luch DeGenova and Kenny Kane, two goal scorers here in this first half. About 25 minutes remaining in this first half. We'll see if ultimately if there will be a first half water break or not, as once again near freezing temperatures here in Tampa. Through ball trying to find Dayani. And ultimately will be a throw in for the Tigers. Goes to Bernard, heading it out for Freedom. This is Tigers now trying to apply pressure. Falls for Dayani, falls for Dowman. Nice save by Alumni Field. Now Freedom trying to get that counterattack opportunity. Low driven through ball denied there by Mason Culver. Tigers winning back possession. Still came to Dowman. Kenny Kane. Kenny Kane trying to switch the field. Here's Philip Kane now to Hannon. Certainly, there was possession percentages to provide for the audience here tonight. It's been easily 85+% for the Tigers in this first half. This is Mason Culver on the far side. Once again, just an awkward bounce off the turf, resulting in a handball, so it will be a free kick for Patriots. Tigers lead 2-0 here in the district championship. It was Kenny Kane who opened up the scoring for the Tigers. Although just a few minutes ago, Luch DeGenova doubling the lead for Jesuit in this district championship. Going to be Mauricio Delgado on the ball here for the Patriots. Cleared up by Hannon. Nice body turn there from Dayani. Dayani trying to get a through ball there to Kenny Kane. And Ali Fiad once again winning one of those 50-50 balls against the Tigers. There's no Reese. Switching it over to cut Mason Culver. There's Dowman. Dowman driven cross. And I think Jay Dayani maybe just thought Kenny Kane was going to get a foot on that before it fell for him. That was a fantastic cross from the captain, Charlie Dowman. Would have put the Tigers up 3-0 before even the potential first half water break. Better one there by Edelman. Possession back with the Tigers. Freedom trying to clear it upfield. Napa Neves. Napa Neves on the ball for Freedom. Falls for Delgado. Possession won back by Charlie Dowman and the Tigers. There's Tice Wolf to Edelman. Throw in for Freedom. Bernard to take it. And ultimately, they will have a first half water break, which means in the second half, we'll have a second half water break as well. But your Jesuit Tigers lead 2-0 at Alumni Field in the district championship. It was Freedom. Opening 2 minutes of the game, Kenny Kane putting it in the back of the net to put the Tigers up 1-0. And in about the 15th minute of this first half, it was Luch DeGenova extending the Tigers' lead to 2-0. Right now, something that Freedom are struggling with mightily is the aerial duel. Really losing a lot of the aerial duels to the Tigers, whether it be trying to play it upfield against Tice Wolf, Brock Edelman, and Mason Culver. They're losing almost every single aerial pass and then just maintaining possession. Once again, the Tigers make it so difficult when they do give up possession. They immediately apply a high press, whether it's in the opponent's defensive third or in that middle neutral third where the midfield is always combating with each other. Tigers, regardless, will apply that high press. Right now, the Freedom Patriots just have not been able to solve it. They've really only had 2 opportunities that I mentioned of how they want to play on a counterattack, which is low-driven passes, through balls on the ground to their wingers. They've really only had 2 attempts thus far in this half, and they were denied both times by Jack Hannon and Mason Culver. Meanwhile, when Freedom is not in possession, they're not applying the same kind of high press against the Tigers. So when the Tigers are in possession, they've got plenty of time to find the pockets of space, those passing outlets. to create those opportunities. So in the opening 20 minutes or so in this first half of the district championship, Tigers are playing exactly how head coach Eric Sims and that coaching staff want the Tigers to be playing. Meanwhile, Freedom Patriots, they've got a lot of adjustments to try to make here. We'll see if any kind of adjustments will be made from this water break, as it will be a Tigers throw-in when we return back in action here with about 20 or so minutes remaining in this first half. Once again, the Tigers looking very relaxed and comfortable with the game that they are playing thus far in the first half. They lead 2-0 in the district championship over the Freedom Patriots. This is Jax Hannon on the throw-in for the Tigers. Dowman switching the field to Culver. Edelman to Hannon. DeGenova. Out of Kitty Kane. Cleared by the Patriots. Freedom now trying to create a counterattack opportunity for themselves. This is Ramirez. Tackle one there by Edelman. Now Dowman on the ball for the Tigers. Philip Kane to DeGenova. Noah Reese. Phil Kane. DeGenova. Dayani to Dowman. Culver making the run on the far side of the field. Just unable to keep it in bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Patriots. No substitutions thus far for either side in this game. There's Tice Wolf. Here's Edelman. Here's Dowman. Jax Hannon. And the throw in for the Tigers. Hannon leading the Tigers in assists this season with 17 now. Earned an assist on the goal to DeGenova. Put the Tigers up 2-0 here in the district championship. Here's Hannon to DeGenova. Nice pass to Hannon. And Hannon ultimately going to win himself a corner for the Tigers, their second of the evening. Every single Tiger going inside the 18-yard box there, except for Noah Reese and Mason Culver. It's Hannon to take it. Connection there to Dayani. It falls for Philip Kane. And now Freedom trying to create a counterattack opportunity on the far side of the field. Here's Delgado. Well handled there by Mason Culver. Will remain Freedom possession. Throw in here. So on that counterattack opportunity was Napo Neves and Mauricio Delgado. They both combined for 26 goals and 25 assists on the season between both attackers for the Patriots. Here's Kenny Kane to DeGenova. There's Charlie Dowman. It's Dayani. Philip Kane playing it back to Culver. One detail to notice between the Tigers and Freedom is the difference in press. And Jesuit does not have possession. It's multiple guys applying a high press and pressure on the ball. Low-driven cross from Dayani, handled there by the Patriots. Meanwhile, when the Patriots are not in possession, seeing typically only 1 to 2 guys applying a press, but that still leaves passing lanes open. And Jesuit still has plenty of time to find those passing outlets. So you can see here, that was Delgado applying the press. Annan cutting through. Freedom playing it upfield. Handled there by Edelman to Tice Wolf. Your Jesuit Tigers lead 2-0 here in the district championship. Goals scored by Kenny Kane and Luch DeGenova. This is Dayani on the far corner flag. We need a throw in there for the Tigers that Shirley Mason Culver will take. This time, every Tiger going inside the 18-yard box except Jax Hannon and Noah Reese, who are off the screen. Culver, throw in to Edelman. Ali Fiad couldn't handle. Here's Philip Kane to Dowman. Possession falls back to Hannon. Culver on the ball. Here's Tice Wolf now. To Edelman. Edelman looking to switch the field over to Dowman. Charlie Dowman. Midly cleared there by Freedom. Only as far as to Culver. Dowman outside to Hannon. Hannon, low-driven cross. He was trying to find Dayani. Freedom clears. Once again, only as far as Mason Culver. Low-driven cross there to DeGenova for his brace. In this first half, putting the Tigers up 3-0. So the Tigers go up 3-0 here in the district title game. It's the freshman Philip Kane. It's one who delivered that low-driven cross on the far side of the field to find DeGenova. Freedom really struggled to get out of their defensive third there. Instead, multiple times, crosses going us only as far as Mason Culver. The Tigers would just recycle, create a new attacking opportunity as they are here. DeGenova trying to get a hat trick here in the first half. It falls for Kenny Kane. And he's got a brace in this first half. It is the Luch DeGenova and Kenny Kane show here at Alumni Field. The Tigers now lead 4-0 in this district championship. And what really feels like now the wheels are shaking and potentially falling off here for the Freedom Patriots, as there's still well over a couple minutes, above 10 minutes remaining in this first half. It was Kenny Kane who opened the scoring, followed by Luch DeGenova. Then Luch DeGenova getting his second of the half, followed by Kenny Kane just a few moments ago to put the Tigers up 4-0 in this district championship. Clock on the scoreboard currently just frozen at the moment. We should have a little over 11 minutes remaining in this first half. Tigers lead 4-0. There's an opportunity for Freedom now. Up on Neves. Not able to keep it in bounds there, so it will be a goal kick for the Tigers. Here's Brock Edelman. Hudson Pierce. Tice Wolf. Nice one-time pass there from DeGenova to Kenny Kane. Once again, Ali Fiad was coming off his line. That's why Kenny Kane tried to get a chip shot over him. It'll ultimately be a goal kick here for the Patriots. Now DeGenova and Kenny Kane both sitting on a potential hat trick just in this first half alone for your Jesuit Tigers. Here's DeGenova. Back to Hannon. All the way back to Edelman. Edelman switching it over to Tice Wolf. This Culver on the far side. Here's Jack Hannon now. To DeGenova. And just running out of space there, but ultimately well defended by Freedom as the Tigers earn themselves a throw in. Here on the nearest side, Hannon to take it. Hannon finding Tice Wolf. It falls for Dayani, and Ali Fiad collects for the Patriots. There's Napa Neves. Tigers winning back possession. Really huge credit to them getting back on defense there to shut down that counterattack opportunity. Now creating a counterattack of their own. Here's Dayani. Trying to find Kenny Kane, but collected there by Ali Fiad. Header one there by Tice Wolf. Here is the captain, Charlie Dowman. No Reese to Hannon. Philip Kane trying to play Dayani there, just unable to. Freedom trying to find the passing outlets, but once again, Tigers doing a nice job, especially the midfielders shutting down those opportunities. It's resulting in them winning back possession and creating counterattack opportunities for themselves. Here's Hannon to Dowman. Nice through ball there to Dayani. Dayani has Kenny Kane and DeGenova. It's Kenny Kane with the header. Just wide of that far post. Looks like Nico Provenzano is warming up on the far side of the field for the Tigers. Scoreboard is back up. It says 8.5 minutes, but I would say a little bit closer to 7 minutes remaining in this first half. Your Jesuit Tigers lead 4-0 in the district championship at Alumni Field against the Freedom Patriots. Kenny Kane and Luch DeGenova, their goal scorers tonight with 2 apiece. Still Kane. Possession one back there by the Patriots. Napa Neves. Reese and Kenny Kane defending on the far side. Now Kenny Kane. Napa Neves keeps it in bounds for the Patriots. Possession one back there. Strong tackle from Noah Reese. This is Kenny Kane on the far side, trying to get a through ball to Dayani. Dayani keeping it in for the Tigers. Cutting it back. And ultimately earning a free kick for the Tigers. What a threat Dayani, Kane, and DeGenova have been in one-on-one opportunities against the Freedom Patriots here tonight in this first half. So it looks like actually a couple substitutions may be getting ready here for the Tigers. Nico Provenzano certainly is one of them. But a free kick here for the Tigers is Jay Dayani, who is on the ball. I believe these substitutes are going to have to wait here. Cross into Edelman, and they're going to say offsides. The linesman had his flag up. Freedom trying to play quickly. They need a goal, certainly before the end of the first half, if they want to have any kind of spark to build off upon at the halftime talk. As for the Tigers, it's just keeping the foot on the pedal at this point. It's 2 substitutions being made. It's going to be Philip Kane coming off, Nico Provenzano coming on, and Mason Culver coming off, and Daniel Rubenstein coming on for Culver on the far side. It's Hannon on the throw in here for the Tigers. Less than 5 minutes remaining in this first half. What has been a dominant first half in every facet for the Tigers. Hannon throwing to Kenny Kane. Patriots trying to clear, just unable to. And ultimately will be another throw in here for the Tigers. It'll be Hannon again to take it. Tice Wolf and Edelman rushing into that 18-yard box. It's bouncing around a couple times. And ultimately, Kenny Kane clearing it above goal there. So it'll be a goal kick for the Patriots. They try to quickly create counterattack opportunity, but look how many blue jerseys are already back versus Freedom in white. It's a low-driven shot, the first of the evening. It's going to come from Wesley Cunningham. It's handled by Hudson Pierce. Once again, hard to create a counterattack opportunity when the Tigers do such a good job defensively. Quickly turned into a counterattack was 2-on-6 opportunity for Freedom. Jay Dayani on the ball here for the Tigers. Dayani looking to switch it to this open space here for Hannon. Once again, possession given away there by the Patriots. It's DeGenova now. Trying to get a through ball. I think it will fall for Dowman. And just an unfortunate touch there from the captain. So it's handled there by Ali Fiad. Strong header won there by Reese. Napo Neves on the ball for the Patriots, and it's given away. One back by Reese. Nice turn by Kenny Kane. There's DeGenova. Once again, no pressure being applied to DeGenova. He's got plenty of time to find the pocket of space. Does so to Dayani. Now to Charlie Dowman. Nico Provenzano crossing it in. The Tigers will earn themselves another corner here in this first half. They lead 4-0 thanks to Kenny Kane scoring 2 goals and Luch DeGenova scoring 2 goals. So right now we're just awaiting a ball get played over to that corner flag on the far side of the field. It'll be Jay Dayani to take it for the Tigers. So once again, the temperature you can just feel has certainly dropped throughout this first half, only getting colder. Dayani crosses it in. It's Dowman. Charlie Dowman, the captain, scoring for the Tigers. It went slightly past Edelman. And it was Charlie Dowman with his 15th goal of the season. Charlie Dowman, the leading goal scorer and captain for your Jesuit Tigers, putting them up 5-0 here with only a few minutes remaining in this first half. Rubenstein. Really a picture perfect first half here from the Jesuit Tigers. And that corner only happens because, once again, Luch DeGenova having the time to find the pocket of space, finding Dayani, and Dayani creating an opportunity that ultimately got deflected for a corner. When a press is not applied to these Jesuit Tigers, they will create the opportunities. And the way they're shooting here tonight, they will bury it in the back of the net every single time. So this is a throw that almost fell for Nico Provenzano. It's Kenny Kane on the ball. Cross driven in by Rubenstein. Goes out of bounds. Will be a goal kick here for the Patriots and what may be the final moments of this first half. Here's Dayani playing it in that space for Hannon. Giving go to Dayani. Now to Dowman. Dowman looking to cross it in to Hannon on the far side here. Hannon trying to cross it in. Desperate attempt to clear it, and Freedom may escape that attack, but they did not escape this first half. The Jesuit Tigers dominate at home as they lead 5-0 in this district championship. Goal scores for Kenny Kane with 2, Luch DeGenova with 2, and then the captain, who also leads the team in scoring this season, Charlie Dowman with his 15th, to score the 5th goal of the season. Excuse me, the 5th goal of this evening for the Jesuit Tigers as they lead 5-0. Completely different talks here at halftime for both teams, but a dominant performance here from the Jesuit Tigers. As we will be back in just a few moments for the second half of this district championship. But a picture perfect first half from your Jesuit Tigers as they lead the Freedom Patriots 5-0 in this district championship. Welcome back to Alumni Field for the district championship between your Jesuit Tigers and the Freedom Patriots. The Freedom Patriots coming into this game with only one loss and were undefeated on the road, scoring 34 goals, conceding 0 in what has been an absolute gut punch of a first half. Your Jesuit Tigers utter domination from top to bottom in all facets of the game, showing why they were undefeated at home during the regular season once again under head coach Eric Sims and this coaching staff. Goal scorers were Kenny Kane, Luch DeGenova, and Charlie Dowman. It was Kenny Kane and Luch DeGenova both with a first half brace. And the real question will be kind of how Freedom adjusts from here. It certainly felt like in the remaining minutes of that first half, the wheels kind of just came off. And the Tigers really clamped down on that lead. We're just a few moments away here from the start of this second half. Expect very much of the same from your Jesuit Tigers here. So we are officially underway for the second half of this district championship. It's again your Jesuit Tigers leading 5-0 over the Freedom Patriots. Only change for the Tigers in this second half is Philip Kane. Came back in for Nico Provenzano, and Mason Culver came back in for Rubenstein. Be a throw in here for the Tigers. So it'll be Jack Hannon to take it on that far side. He's going to hand it off to Brock Edelman. Now here is Tice Wolf. Many of these players during halftime were just trying to keep warm as the temperature continues to drop here in Tampa. So you can see with that American flag as well. A little bit of a breeze here this evening. Once again, two very different talks for both sides at halftime. So that was Cross trying to find Jay Dayani. Alumni Field collects it. Header from Edelman to Hudson Pierce. And the Tigers back in possession. I think if the Tigers could have it their way, they would have just continued second half immediately following that first half whistle. But much of the same in terms of dominating possession here in the opening minutes of this district championship. It's Kenny Kane trying to keep it in bounce. And will ultimately be a throw in here for the Patriots. Just now tuning in, your Jesuit Tigers lead 5-0. Kenny Kane and Luch DeGenova both with a first half brace. And the captain and leading goal scorer of this Jesuit Tigers team, Charlie Dowman, adding the fifth right before halftime. Here's Brock Edelman. This is Hannon to Wolf. Out of Culver. Reese. Kenny Kane to Dowman. Dowman trying to find that through ball to Philip Kane, just unable to, but it will remain possession here for the Tigers. Mason Culver on throw-in. Finding Dowman. And Dowman winning another throw in there for the Tigers. Mason Culver will take this again. This will essentially be a cross driven into the box by the Tigers. Culver throws it in. Going to that near post, bounces around. I think it came off a Freedom player, so it will be a corner kick. It's Culver trying to find Brock Edelman there on the near post. It's going to be Jay Dayani to take it. Tigers all season have been such a threat on corner kicks. This is going to the far post. Alumni Field wasn't able to get a clean hand on it, but it was still defended there by the Patriots. So another corner, this time on the far side of the field. Will still be Jay Dayani taking it for the Tigers. Second consecutive corner for the Tigers in this half. Bounces around a couple times. It almost falls for DeGenova. Now Napo Neves trying to play it out. Still unable to. Ali Fiad collects for the Patriots. Freedom in these opening minutes of this second half playing. There's more discipline defensively. The Tigers are still finding these passing outlets. That was a low-driven shot there from Dowman, collected by Fiad. There's Napo Neves. Reese. And the shots handled there by Hudson Beers. It's now Freedom trying to apply a press. This has been a good spell of possession for the Patriots in this second half. Yeah, throwing on the far side of the field for Freedom. One thing I've noticed in these opening minutes of this second half, intensity just feels a little bit down, and I think the weather certainly has factored to play in why the intensity has gone down. It's once again, both teams were just really trying high intensity warm-ups just to keep warm from that first half play. And right now, Freedom has really their first set piece opportunity of this game to try to create some kind of cross, some kind of opportunity against the Tigers, who have done really well against aerial duels here this evening. Cross driven in and handled by Hudson Piers. Here is Charlie Dowman. Ball's all the way back for Ali Fiad. Possession one back there by the Tigers. And quickly one back there by the Patriots. Here is Dowman. Trying to find a through ball to Kenny Kane. He's going to be able to keep it in. Yeah, he still kept it in. And now the linesman putting his flag up on the far side of the field for a goal kick. Another aerial duel won there by Dowman. And here's Dayani on the far side. Passing it off for Hannon. Hannon beats the defender. Hannon's got an opportunity to cross it in here. Drives it for DeGenova, and he's got a hat trick. What a fantastic link-up play on that far side of the field, and it really started with Philip Kane finding Jackson Hannon. Hannon beating the defender, and then it's a low-driven cross for his team-leading 18 assists on the season, scored by Luch DeGenova, who now sits on a hat trick in the district championship game here tonight. So your Jesuit Tigers now lead 6-0 with about 30 or so minutes remaining in this district championship. Well, there's been 6 goals scored here tonight. On that right side with Jay Dayani, Jax Hannon has really been a problem for the Freedom Patriots to defend. So here's Kenny Kane. Kenny Kane doing a 2-on-1 here. And what a play there from Kenny Kane. My goodness. He is also sitting on a hat trick. But then his third goal of the evening. Now Freedom trying to create an opportunity of their own, but cross just goes too far there for Wesley Cunningham. That's who they were trying to find, their leading goal scorer, who really hasn't had many touches on the ball here tonight. And that is once again a credit to the Jesuit Tigers, knowing who the leading goal scorer of this Patriots team is and really just shutting him out in their attacking third. Charlie Dowman now trying to cross it over to Jay Dayani. Alumni Field is going to let it roll and ultimately pick it up here for the Patriots. Dowman. The throw in here for the Patriots. Trying to play a through ball, denied by Brock Edelman. Over to Reese. And Mason Culver's trying to find Kenny Kane, just running out of space there. So it'll be a throw in once again for the Patriots. One substitution getting ready here for the Tigers. I believe it's going to be Ruben Stone. There's Philip Kane. DeGenova has really been a true box-to-box midfielder here this evening, defensively winning back possession several times for the Tigers, creating passing outlets while also finishing the ball and having 3 goals on the evening. This is a low-driven cross to Dayani, which will be the 7th goal of the evening. The cross comes from Mason Culver. So your Jesuit Tigers now lead 7-0. 3 substitutions getting ready here for Freedom to come on. I believe there's now going to be 2 substitutions for the Tigers as well. Try to see who's coming on and coming off. Mason Culver and Noah Reese are going to be the ones coming off, as well as Charlie Dowman. It's going to be Daniel Rubenstein coming on, as well as Nico Provenzano. Try to get that 3rd substitution where I'm able to see his number, but multiple substitutions made here for both sides and what has just been a dominant performance in this district championship. The Tigers are trying to go 13 for 13 in district championships under head coach Eric Sims. It's Kenny Kane on the far side of the field. Ultimately, the Patriots earning themselves a goal kick. This is Jay Dayani on the far side of the field. I believe he won a corner for the Tigers. He did. This will be the 3rd corner of the second half for the Tigers. Jay Dayani will be taking it. Jay Dayani's just really waiting for the rest of his teammates to get inside that 18-yard box and delivers a low-driven cross to the near post, cleared by Freedom, but it'll still be a throw in here for the Tigers. 25 or so minutes remaining in this district championship. Header on there. That was Kenny Kane trying to get his hat trick. Currently on a brace. Rubenstein. Philip Kane. Nice cut in there from Kane. That was Mattasini on the far side of the field. A couple more substitutions look like they're getting ready to come on here for the Tigers. Rubenstein. Provenzano. Another substitution that had been made probably a few minutes ago was Declan Brown came on for Brock Edelman. Once again, couple more substitutions coming on now for the Tigers. Philip Kane is one of them. Trying to see who the other substitution may be. It may have been Hannon that came off. Wesley Cunningham trying to cross it in. Well defended there by number 3, Shiloh Thatcher for the Tigers. So Freedom earns their first corner of the evening. So Wesley Cunningham will be the one to take it for the Patriots. Low driven cross. Well defended there by Rubenstein. But it will be a throw in here for the Patriots. Be Cunningham once again to take it. Cleared there by Provenzano. Here's Luch DeGenova. Through ball opportunity for Dayani. If he can get the first touch, he does. So now it's just a race to the finish. Jay Dayani! And that'll do it. Your Jesuit Tigers win 8-0 here at Alumni Field. Goal scored by Kenny Kane. Hat-trick scored by Luch DeGenova. Charlie Dowman scoring. Jay Dayani scoring. What a fantastic district championship for the Tigers, as they will be back in action next week once the region tournament is finalized. They certainly will be hosting next week, but your Jesuit Tigers win 8-0 over the Freedom Patriots. It may have been a bitter cold night, but the Tigers were hot when it came to scoring. Thank you all who tuned in tonight for the Jesuit Tigers Sports Network. I am Colin Rivera. We will be here next week once the region tournament is all figured out. But your Jesuit Tigers win here at Alumni Field over the Freedom Patriots 8-0 for the district championship. Have a good night, everybody.